And we are back. Welcome back to Muses and Notes. We are picking up our second part of this mini road trip that will see us return back home to my house from Hondo. Nice little walk. Beautiful, beautiful trails. Went across the street to park number 3. Took a nice lap there. Can't complain today, can't complain. Gonna go pick up some breakfast for the wife and kiddo. Oh, happy Sunday. Sunday fun day. Okay, so I actually haven't taken this immediate route back home. I've gone through the country road. This other route back is through the highway. So we'll see how that works out for efficiency purposes. And as you can possibly tell, efficiency, wow, looks like the Diamonds are popping here on a Sunday baseball league. You probably can't see, but it was to my left. Nice to see that. But efficiency right now is at 250. Well, there you go. 249.9 watts per mile. That translates to 4 miles per kilowatt. So doing pretty good, pretty efficient. But again, this was at low running speeds coming through country roads. Ooh, a golf course over here. That is wonderful. Maybe, just maybe, I will check this out one of these days. Looks like a nice little golf course. Beautiful. Beautiful. Got a little snackaroo here. Bella Vita soft bake cinnamon oat bar. Power me till pick up breakfast. Keep me honest here. I gotta make sure to stay hydrated. Gotta pick up the water after this. So the El Ranchito, I'm assuming it's a restaurant, but doesn't appear to be open, is next to the Smile Farm Dental. Looks like a farmhouse there. A little barn. Good stuff, good stuff. Okay, so for those of you out there who do not have a Model Y, thinking about getting a Model Y, do yourself a favor. Forget about any kind of noise that you may hear around the media. People have a darn way of turning things into a political situation here. The way that I think about it, and yes, my opinions are just that. But there are a lot of good, hardworking people employed by Tesla. A lot of engineers, a lot of innovative individuals who genuinely care about the environment, genuinely care about innovation and pushing forward a better way of life for us all. And I'm telling you, a lot of the different things here, different amenities, different features that this vehicle has does just that. Right now, I am able to snack away. Car is driving, knows exactly where to go after I plug in the location that I'm looking to get to, and it does an amazing job of getting the job done. Yeah, we're passing up. Wow, that's a lot shorter drive than I thought. We're passing up Billy Bob's Hamburgers. Billy Bob's Hamburgers, really, really delicious. Definitely recommend. And it's open. 10:30 on a Sunday morning. Can't beat that. Amazing hamburgers. Some of the best hamburgers. I wouldn't, if you're new to Billy Bob's Hamburgers, I most certainly would not recommend having your first burger there be the heart attack burger. Um, First time that I visited there was with a ex, and my God, she ate me under the table. I tried to keep up with that ginormous heart attack of a burger, and didn't quite sit right. So just go with the regular burger and build yourself up. Passing the beautiful town of Hondo. We will not get to see Hondo's famous sign. I thought about it. I am not going to be stopping by Hondo's famous sign. This is God's country. Don't drive through. Don't drive through it like heck. So there's a way to actually access it rather than me having to cross the highway here. You know what I'll do? I'm gonna go ahead and take over. I'm gonna just turn quickly around and then go back again so y'all can check it out. Trying to pick a nice spot here to do a Yui. Gonna be patient. I was planning to get ahead of these folks, but not gonna do that. Not gonna do that.
In 500 feet, turn left onto Avenue East.
Please forgive the constant directions to turn around.
Now turn left onto Avenue East.
Wish they had a nice little section here to just pull over. And here we go. Here is welcome. This is God's country. Please don't drive through it like heck, Hondo, Texas. Hopefully y'all were able to see it. Yes, I'm gonna turn left in a moment. Or you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and turn right. Go across the railroad tracks.
Now turn right onto 18th Street.
And then we'll head back. Alrighty. Car wash. Looks like somebody's getting their car wash. Well, several people. Several people. Here we go. Gonna hit the light, go straight, stop sign, make a right, hit the light to turn left. The only way to do it. The best way. The safest way. Even this other car wash over here. Spot free. Getting some business. Try to be polite here in these parts. Try to be friendly. Got it right here. H2O. H2O.
Now turn left onto 19th Street.
There we go. Should have gone the taquitos here at Whataburger. Wife's a fan of the taquitos, Whataburger taquitos. Probably can't tell, but I got some little jugs here, some containers. Gonna visit Bill Miller. They actually offer pretty inexpensive refills. I don't know, 99 cent refills, maybe $1.50 refills. Pretty dirt cheap. Pretty good tea, for that matter. Silver Creek Coffee Shop, Cafe. Alrighty. This is eastbound on Highway 90. You'll see it pick up speed in just a second. And off to the right, one of Hondo's most famous restaurants, Herman Sons. It's a steakhouse. Been to it maybe 2, 3 times. Definitely need to try it. It's been plenty of years, quite a while since I visited here, but it's a local favorite. And here we go. Beautiful, beautiful roads, beautiful highway. To the right side here, we have a Graph 7A Ranch, South Texas Maze. Good people, great location to bring your kiddo. And there on the right side is that cow, um, little cow statue that they have there. Nice photo op for kids, for families. Recommend that place. Good, hardworking farmers literally turn their farm into a corn maze when they have a good season. There's been a couple of past years that have been droughts hit them a little harder than past seasons that they weren't able to open up the maze itself. But they still have a lot of games, a lot of activities, a lot of good food. Um, Recommend that highly if you are in Hondo, Texas, and if the corn maze is open, if it's corn maze season, and if Ralph 7A Ranch is open for business, please, please, please support your local businesses. Good time, good fun there to be had. Alrighty, so we are on the highway. Speed limit is 70 miles an hour, and we're going to be looking at our efficiency numbers. Jumped up as to be expected. 252.5 watts per mile. This current drive is at 280. Interested to see what the overall numbers will be. I really like this new feature that the good folks at Tesla, one of the last firmware updates for the Energy app. Not only the regular miles consumed, but here in the consumption section, if I said that right. Please, 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 please note that you will hear me plenty of times, hear me say things incorrectly. For that, I do apologize for all future references. But here we go. Consumption. They added this nice feature, last 10 miles, based on the last 10 miles of energy consumption, what the expected projected range right now is. Uh, for reference, and I think I've talked about it before. Maybe it was a video that was an absolute fail and I couldn't post. But right now I have a 211-mile range, traveling 70 miles an hour currently. Based on the last 10 miles, it is telling me that I have a 216-mile range. Whoop, now drop down real time 213. The car is pretty accurate about telling uh, consumers here 210 now the energy hits based on the last 100 miles of consumption. It actually says that I would be under the 210 miles that the screen is indicating. In fact, I would have 193 miles of energy to go, of distance. 194. and that is a 22 mile hit from what it is telling us that we have. And then last but not least, 200 miles. Oof! You can tell yesterday when we took our trip to Bucky's to visit that supercharger, the consumption took quite a hit. 185 miles projected range. It is a 34-mile difference between what the current mileage, current range is saying. So hopefully we're able to do a bit better than that. But as you can tell, I have it on standard mode and speed limit is 70. I have the offset at 40%. Looking into lowering down that 40% offset, but I just really love having that extra speed. Yes, if it comes at the cost of a few miles, there's plenty of superchargers out there. That's one thing that I can most certainly say. Being a new EV adopter, can't go wrong with Tesla. I mean, they set the standard as far as having a network of charging stations across the country that are easily accessible and get you topped off or get you to that 80% mark um, relatively, quickly, as long as you know what you're doing, how to play around with the state of charge arrival um, game. But yeah, definitely would recommend um, a Tesla vehicle for that network charging infrastructure. But the comments, or actually the issue that I have with the Teslas, would be how quickly they in fact charge, or how slowly they charge, whether it is the makeup of their battery, how quickly they can take charge, or their network. They're slowly working on having faster charging stations, but their vehicles, they definitely need a little bit more of innovation at that route, because plenty of vehicles are charging at faster and faster rates, and that's just here in the United States. Not to mention anywhere across the ocean in China, right? I think I heard on the news maybe a week or two ago, one of their vehicles was charging, I do believe, from maybe 10, 20 percent to 80% in 5 minutes. What that does to the batteries, still unknown. A lot of long-term usage needs to be done. But my God, being able to go into a station, plug a car in, and be out of there in 5 minutes if I'm topping off to 80 miles to continue my trip, or whatever percentage wise. I can only imagine, I can only begin to imagine what that kind of a life would be, especially with the Tesla supercharger infrastructure. If my vehicle, I arrive at I map it out, I arrive at a charger, and it tells me I have 3 minutes to charge sufficiently to get to the next station. That would be absolutely fantastic. And I say 3 minutes because oftentimes, whenever you reach a destination to charge, because of the amazing suite that it has here, mapping your route, you don't necessarily need to hit 80%. Whenever we took a trip to Colorado, there were several instances where it said, man, 10 minutes, 15 minutes to charge sufficiently to get to your next location. And that had us at 50, 60%. So that would be wondrous to have a high rate, high speed of charge. Not only the batteries that would be able to withstand that kind of charge, that would, in the long run, be able to have limited to no um, hit on overall range and degradation. That would be fantastic. I'm lowering down my speed here because we had I believe it was a sheriff to the left of us looking to pull over anybody who was going over that 70-mile speed limit. So placed it here at 71. And as we all know, once we place uh, a set speed here, it's to be expected to be 1 mile less than that locked in the speed maximum. So I'm gonna pick it back up. You know what? I'm actually gonna do the opposite. I'm gonna pick it up, put it to 80 for maximum, but I will put it at chill. Let's help the efficiency here, as it's taken quite the hit on standard mode. Currently, since the last charge, 272.4 watts a mile, and quickly approaching Castroville, Texas. Nice little drive. Definitely a quicker route coming this way, but I do enjoy going through the country and having non-existent amount of traffic. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up there. I'll probably leave in the comments section what the state of arrival efficiency numbers were when I get home, so y'all can have, and also more than anything, so I can have. Um, I think I'll start doing that. I'll go ahead and list these things on the comments section and give me a timeline. Hopefully, I continue to post these videos. It's just a little passion project that I have. I've got so much more time than I know what to do with. My wife would say otherwise, honestly. But this is something that is actually bringing me a lot of joy. It is most certainly helping out the stress, and I'm just at peace with it. So yeah, if you have any feedback, any videos that you would like to see specifically about this model range, this 2025 Model Y, um, go ahead and leave those comments, leave that feedback, any kind of content that I can create. Um, or answer any questions, I can, most certainly do so. But thanks again for joining me on another Muses and Notes. Hope everybody has a great weekend. Thanks, y'all.